Yup, the Ghettos of Philadelphia.
That's where I grew up.
That's where Mother grew up.
Grew up.
Didn't they implode those buildings right there? I thought they imploded some buildings.
I think that building is really neat. That skyscraper.
Oh, back there?
That skyscraper's on the news all the time.
Yeah.
For Philadelphia.
Like every time they advertise Philadelphia, that's what they advertise, that big building.
That and lights coming back that is the Washington.
Oh wow, look at that.
That's a cool place to go.
Is it a boat?
Yeah, it's a boat.
Restaurants.
Mom, didn't you go there with Mike and Brenda?
That's right.
Is that the Spirit of Philadelphia right there?
No, that's not the Spirit of Philadelphia.
This is the Philadelphia Tunnel. Oh.
See, we're up there.
There's some Philadelphia Coppers.
I'm going to get to the left.
Oh,
Make sure
there's
you get those.
Philadelphia Coppers. You don't really see that many cops in Philadelphia because they're scared. They kind of try to stay out of the city. Okay, we're on our way to Independence Hall right now.
I think we should have a conference in Philadelphia.
The year 2000, we're going to bring in the new century with a conference in Philadelphia.
For sure.
It's not for sure yet. They're having union problems right now with shuttle buses and stuff. Here's the Philadelphia business section skyline. We're on our way right now to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, where the Declaration of Independence was written and signed by Thomas Jefferson, Benjamin Franklin, all these other people. It was the first Capitol building of our country.
There's graffiti.
This is good graffiti. Yeah.
This might be it right here.
This is it. This is where our country started and began.
Where do I go? Should I turn?
We have big art things like that. Rocky was filmed here. So was 12 Monkeys.
Where? Where was Rocky found?
Art museum.
Betty Rose's house.
Betty Rose's house. Betty Rose's house.
Hey, where was 12 Monkeys found?
Remember,
Right in Philadelphia, the
Andy, we
city.
could get down Ray Street, see Betty Rose's house, and go to Penn's Landing. That
Channel
would be
12?
a cool place to go, Andy.
Hey, I just want to go somewhere fun to show Lori.
Penn's Landing.
This is a television studio for Philadelphia.
It's free.
It's free.
It is. Well, I don't know if we were going to spend a
There's
lot
on
of
visitor parking.
visitor parking
The
in South
Afro-American
Street.
Museum. Andy.
Federal Reserve Bank.
Parkway Museums.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, where's visitor parking again?
Are there a lot of homeless people here?
Yeah.
straight ahead.
This is
There's a lot of
Philadelphia.
homeless people.
Well, I mean, no more than that.
I was bruised and battered. I couldn't tell what I felt.
Andy, don't put that on the tape.
I was unrecognizable to myself. I
Hold on.
saw my reflection. Yeah.
That's on.
Did we
Yeah.
pass it?
No.
This is where the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, was written. This is Independence Hall in Philly, Philadelphia. I mean Philly, Pennsylvania.
Philly, Philadelphia.
Benjamin Franklin, Thomas Jefferson. Was Edison around then too, or no?
I don't know what happened.
Here's another building. It's in the Greek style.
You know, I have to redo my film in a minute. I'm on my last one.
Here's us walking the streets of Philadelphia. Mom, where are we going? Mm-hmm. Yep. Stinky streets. Let me get close up. Lori is admiring the horse's mohawk. Here we are, Independence Hall.
Here we are.
Birthplace of our nation.
Huh?
Birthplace of our nation. Wow. Scholars.
Can you
Benjamin
feel the
Franklin.
spirit?
You can. You can.
All over the
Finally
place.
here.
All over the
This is
place.
where our country started. And right over there is
I
that
have to get a picture.
amazing Liberty Bell.
I think I did. Okay. Back there.
This is where the presidents of the United States sat,
Mom,
discussed
look
Congress.
At this. It's as if you were here.
People running each other over. Oh, I just hit myself with the camera. Okay, now we're going in.
Do you want to change my film in here?
I don't think you're allowed to take pictures in here.
I have maps.
I'm not sure.
Need a map?
Yes. Postcards.
You allowed to take pictures in here?
Thank you. Thank you very much.
We have a camera going right now and nobody's said anything to you.
There's a difference between flash. It's the first court.
It would flash like ruins of furniture or
Yes.
something like that.
You had to stand trial. That's why they say, are you going to stand trial? And they'd lock you in there.
Did you hear that?
They had to stand jury. Stand trial.
That's how you get stand the trial.
That's what. This is where they stood and debated all their issues when writing the Declaration and all that.
You can see Washington. No, actually, it's a little bit larger than the original. There's Washington. Here? Right there. And Franklin, he signed both. He didn't miss anything. We have this chair also that is sat. This is the photograph of Washington's chair. We're going to put it back on display after we finish all the renovations. Well, you're right. You're absolutely right. The maker of the chair, John Falwell, was a member of the Masons. Washington was also a member. Many of the founders were members. Even Franklin was a Mason. Absolutely right. Yeah, sure. We
Did you know that, Andy?
But the most
Constitution in this room, there was a discussion about a Bill of Rights, but what they decided was that because the document was untried, it was brand new, they said, let's not add it yet. Let's just give the states an opportunity to give suggestions. So the states had offered all sorts of ideas. And while the Congress met next door, they added the first amendment of 1791. So really 3 years after the Constitution was written.
This is Lori filming right now. That's why it's kind of rickety.
And really, the Bill of Rights was something that, it was a new idea. It wasn't entirely, because a lot of states had already had Bill of Rights in their own constitutions. So it was a matter of putting it at the national level. But I think the Bill of Rights did more than anything to really broaden the affection for the Constitution. Those states that otherwise wouldn't vote for it. And this whole Bill of Rights, or who were willing to swear allegiance to it.
When they had the Constitutional Convention, it wasn't all elected officials, was it?
I'm not pushing the red button. It's not recording.
you're pushing it, it's recording right now. But any person you hit it once and it starts recording. It's recording right now.
So I didn't. I've been putting it down.
Don't hold it down.
Why?
Hit it up.
So I didn't get any of that. I'm getting at the window.
Right now you're getting my forehead.
Goodness.
There you go.
You just wasted 2 pictures.
And really, even with the sign of the Constitution, that was only a minor thing. What the real battle happened in the States. Each of these men knew
Okay, you can do this now because I'm not very interesting.
and fight for it in the state conventions. That's where the battle
There's your mom.
took place. Each state had
There's the
had a certain
man.
ratifying
There's
convention.
Kathy.
But they said that all they needed was out of 13
This is the Independence Hall.
out of 13. But it,
Which she knew nothing about. Give me that camera.
Who was the first state to ratify the Constitution?
Who was the first to ratify the Constitution? Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Delaware.
Delaware?
Yeah.
I knew that. That's
These are 4 pages.
Why did it go in Delaware in the Constitution state?
Well, actually, Delaware is called the first state because they were the first
But it's
state.
decided?
Well, they were the first to ratify the Constitution. Yeah.
But it's signed here and Pennsylvania didn't even ratify it before Delaware?
Well, you know, it's funny. Pennsylvania actually became the
Or go to Pennsylvania.
Okay, we're going to Liberty Bell right now. It's located right there in the Liberty Bell Pavilion. Pretty cool, you know, Liberty Bell and the Liberty Bell Pavilion. And we just got out of Independence Hall, the birthplace of our nation. We were just told that Washington and Thomas Jefferson and all them, that's where they drafted the Constitution. And that even though they drafted it in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania wasn't the first state to get it, but Delaware was. And there's Lori, who's been so mean this whole entire trip. When she gets home, I want you to yell at her.
Back here.
I want to yell at her. I want you to yell at her when she gets home. She's been so mean.
He's lying.
Always mean to me.
He's been lying
You know,
all
yelling at me, making fun of everything I say, everything I do. I mean, oh, Mrs. Walker, we gotta talk. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna
It's a nice thing to tell my mother.
Liberty Bell, Liberty Bell, Liberty Bell.
Liberty.
See?
Live, not leb.
Just like
Can't help it,
Amish.
it's funny.
We saw the Amish last night.
No, Mom said Amish.
Amish. Amish. Okay, this is what's written on the Liberty Bell. Ow! If you notice, they spelled Pennsylvania P-E-N. See that? There's supposed to be 2 N's. And then, see? And that's it. Oh, hey, Lori.
Here.
Oh, thank you. Dude, she gave me this right there. Okay, now we're going to go see the bell. We're going to see the... There it is. That's the Liberty Bell.
So do you want shoes to open?
I know. And there's the crack.
And also, you know, why it probably developed crack in it. You know, the crack does seem to intrigue people, at least, you know, through probably the most stories about the Liberty Bell. The wear and tear. It happened somewhere in the early 1840s, as far as we know. And the bell wasn't famous for such a long time. There's a lot about it that we don't know. And it probably took a few years. No, it was they were put there to keep it apart. That was this century they were at it. But the crack was a hairline crack that started down here at the lid of the bell, and gradually worked its way up the face of the bell over time, a few years at least. When they discovered the crack in the bell, I'm sure the sound of the bell had changed, and then they decided to repair the bell. So the way they repaired it is called stop drilling. They actually took a drill and drilled out that section that was cracked, separated the sides of it, you know, deliberately widened it, and that restored a clear sound to the bell. So after the repair was done, then they rang it on George Washington's birthday in 1846, and it cracked again. That fatal crack starts at the top of this repair, and it runs all the way up into the crown of the bell. So that barely visible hairline crack, that's what this used to look like before they fixed it. That barely visible hairline crack is the reason that this bell doesn't ring anymore. But, you know, by 1846, you know, that was okay. It didn't have to ring anymore. The bell, the significance of the bell was great in this country at that time. And the people that were responsible for doing that were abolitionists about 7 years before that crack, around 1839. Friends of Freedom from Boston chose this bell as their symbol in the anti-slavery movement. Because of its association with the events of the American Revolution, its home being Independence Hall, the fact that Independence Hall had now become a tourist attraction, and the abolitionists were inspired by, you know, this. So the abolitionists.
Left-hand side of the statue on the sidewalk, there are 2 brass plaques on the sidewalk right here. Can I see those brass plaques right there?
Mm-hmm.
That is where Abraham Lincoln and John F. Kennedy made speeches.
Oh, really? That's where John Kennedy spoke.
Get it? If you take a picture, you let me know. I'll stop.
Okay.
Guys, they did not make those speeches at the same time.
Okay, yeah.
done this. All the time I've been in the
well.
Never.
Yeah.
This building that's to my right in the corner right here is Old City Hall. That was Philadelphia's first city hall. It was the first home to the United States Supreme Court.
Oh wow. Supreme
The
Court's first
Supreme
home.
Court from 1791 until 1800, and that is when Philadelphia was the capital of the United States. You guys see those two little iron racks on the top step by the front door? They are boot scrapers. And that's when people scrape their boots off. Not a horse's job.
Boot scrapers.
Believe it
or
not, that
horse
we have the
droppings.
same problem today, but that stuff does not come from our horses, it comes from our competition.
Yeah.
Got that.
And the next bit of my run, look at the other side of the garden, facing the street right there. Right. That was the very first library in this country.
Oh wow.
Privately owned library. It was owned by Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin's library.
That was Ben's library right there. Now you guys, when you first look at the statue that's on my right hand side, you might think that's a rock singer, but it really isn't, okay guys?
That was Michael Jackson.
Yeah, exactly. Put a glove on me, would look like him, huh? But the statue's called the Signer, and it is dedicated to the 56 honors of the Declaration of Independence. That's one number to remember, guys. 56 people signed the Declaration of Independence.
56?
56. This white building, my right with the white columns in it, the name of this building was Second Bank. That's exactly what that was, the second bank ever in the nation.
Oh wow.
The base of the building is imported marble, and the marble was imported from Italy back in colonial days. If you guys have a chance to go to the beautiful portrait gallery inside, there is about 200 portraits of our founding fathers right inside there.
Second, it's the second
It's closed today,
bank
guys.
ever.
For some reason, it's supposed to be open every day to find out why they close it. I don't know. To let that speak in the past.
Yeah.
What are the ladies here this next one? I don't want to get in trouble with this, okay, guys? Go on to my right, this next to the bank right here, that is called the tea garden. And that's where the ladies used to come to drink their tea and punch, while the men did the banking business back in the bank. That was because women were not allowed inside the bank during banking hours.
Wow.
What the one was like, the ladies had to sit in the tea garden while the men did the banking business. Girls, times have changed.
Yeah.
Now they run the bank.
You know, the odd thing about that, they would allow the ladies in the bank after banking hours to clean the banks. But they weren't doing banking hours to be able to conduct any business.
Dirt.
If a family had a banking account and the husband died and the children were under the age of 18 years of age, she would have to hire a professional banker to do her banking for her. Take some serious thought, guys.
It steams me up.
Yeah.
Oh, other women made up with the own banks now. Yeah.
Yeah, we run the bank.
The gardens on both sides you right here, they are very popular for wedding pictures. So the building on my left-hand side, the one that's in the middle of the garden with the two little windows in it right there, the other side. The name of that building was Newhall, and that was the first War Department of the United States. What we call the Pentagon in Washington. It was actually the first Pentagon right there. That building now has the United States Marine Museum inside. Now the next building on my left-hand side, the building with the white fence around right there, that is probably the most important building down here. That is Carpenter's Hall. And that's when the First Continental Congress met in 1774 to talk about taxation without representation.
Oh wow. That's what started the revolution. That building right there.
That building I just showed you, look up over the roof of that building. See that bigger building in the background back there? That is really the most important building because that is the building that was used in the movie Ghostbusters.
Oh wow.
Stay Puft Man kind. Remember the gargoyles?
Yes, look
flying
at the
around there?
gargoyles up there.
That's
Can you get a shot from here?
Can you see that?
Move up a little bit?
yeah.
Yeah, the trees.
That is real. We'll have to go over that.
Say
That is,
when.
Not yet.
no, there's a big tree. I think it's going to be the best you can get.
Probably up here.
Oh, there's a clearing. Yeah, just keep on going.
That looks
Yeah, that's good right there.
That looks good.
Okay.
That's a Ghostbusters building. That is so neat.
Buildings down and you guys
Oh
want to
my
photograph the
gosh.
Ghostbusters.
That is really neat. Did they film 12 Monkeys around here too?
Oh yeah, the whole
Okay.
area down there.
Okay.
That was really something to see
didn't know
Brad
that was
Pitt, Patrick
Philadelphia.
Swayze down there.
But yeah, they were both here.
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, yeah.
Sorry guys, that little street on my left, one of the original streets was one of the days. Patrick
Wow.
Swayze was the guy we had down here a couple months ago.
Well-
This right here, that statue is really a very sad story of American justice. That is a statue of Robert Morris. He was the 14th signer of the Declaration of Independence and a big financier of the Revolutionary War. He gave the United States government all his own personal money to help fight the Revolutionary War. But as a result of him doing that, he became indebted to a lot of people. He owed a lot of money. The United States government, to show their appreciation of what he did, they put him in debtor's prison. He actually spent about 4 years of his life there, guys.
That's so sad.
There's so much for gratitude, guys.
Well, that happens today too.
Well, his family today, they are the owners of the Philip Morris Tobacco Company.
Oh wow.
Hey guys, on these big windows on my left-hand side, you'll see some nice people riding around in a carriage. If you wave, they will wave back. They're very friendly people there, guys.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she's pretty.
You talk about the horse when you said that?
Yeah.
Okay guys, that's the other side of the Ben Franklin Library on my right-hand side. That is the only building in this right of shade that is not open to the public. It's a shame that one time the Franklin Library was completely open to the public, but people would actually go in there and rip pages out of Ben Franklin books.
Wow.
Kind of closely with that guy.
That's the bridge. Yeah. Okay.
See this bird time? Yeah, that's real pretty.
He's the only one in the whole wide world who will give you what you're dreaming of. When you let Jesus take over, you let Jesus take over. When you give it your life, it's gonna make it right. It'll never, never leave you. Since I let Jesus take over my life, now He's making it right. He's turning all my plans.
Ooh, look.
What?
They have a
The
little
workshop
movie
move.
thing.
Yeah. Every single window has one of those movable dolls, and there's a
Look.
choir. Isn't that neat? I thought you would like to see this before you left. It's not really a surprise.
I wonder how many lights there are.
A ton.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh,
Want me to get back? Want to go back?
yeah. Get one of Frosty's family. What the heck? The little people on the tree too. What are you videotaping?
Everything. What do you want me to get?
But can you focus in on the little workshop?
Yeah, I just got that.
What about the choir?
I got the choir. Are you getting cold?